Okay, so something came up on my phone, so I had to go check it out. But anyway, so I asked Trent if he'd be willing to help me out financially, and he was slow to answer me back. It took like a day or two, and so he basically said hey, and I said hey back. I told him that I was from East Texas, basically, and so I and then since he was slow to answer me, I after about a day or two, I just said, "So, are you going to help me out or not?" And a day later, he told me that, well, I got this company that'll help you with this with managing your finances. You seem to be going through a lot, this and that. He wasn't really giving me a straight answer of whether he's going to help me out or not. So he just being vague. And so about after a couple of days later, when after after a day or two later, I told him, so why be so vague? Why don't you just say yes or no? You don't have to be vague. You just let me know if you're going to help me out or not. And he didn't answer back. After a couple of days, I said, well, you know what? You're not man enough to even say no to me. So just the fact that you're being vague, I see that you're not trying to help me out in any way. So, because I had given him my Cash App information, so he could help me out if he wanted to. He just didn't want to by how he was acting. So, like these days, you just gotta read people. You can't just go by what they say. They'll be vague on purpose and try to give you some hope and stuff, and then in reality, they're not doing anything. They're not taking any action to help you out. So these days, I just watch people's actions rather than their words. It's because for because this example, which I'm gonna post on my community tab, it'll show the text message that I had between me and Trent Williams. People are vague, and they just won't give you a straight answer to your question. They just be vague, and I don't know why people are like that these days. So anyway, I just told him, if you don't want to, since you're not man enough to say no to me, you're not gonna, and the fact that you're being vague and stingy towards me, you're not gonna be successful in your football career, because you can't just, I don't know, I don't understand why you would act immature like that. Just be straight up with people. I would have respected him more if he had said no to me than how he answered me. And so, you know, and then Trent answered me back, talking about how you know how I was asking him for money to try to idolize him and stuff. And I told him, you're not worthy of being idolized. You're stingy, and because of how you're acting, you're not going to ever be the greatest in the football league. Your football career will not be bright because of how you're acting. And he told me God bless me. And I told him that God is going to punish him for being stingy towards me. And that pretty much ended our conversation. And he actually later blocked me on Facebook because I was his Facebook. He accepted me as a Facebook friend. And so, yeah. So this is a good example of why I don't follow or care about celebrities, because they don't tend to do anything for people, especially since I'm from the same region as he is, and plus, his aunt wanted me to follow him in the first place. I don't like to ask people for help, but if people want me to follow certain celebrities, I need something in return. I need help too. I'm not gonna just follow somebody for nothing if I don't know them or if I don't care about what they do, or I'm not into football or sports, or I'm not into what they do. I'm just not gonna follow them. I only follow people who I deem as being worthy of me listening to or watching. something that will enhance my own life. You know, I subscribe to certain people on YouTube because of what they have to say, which will enrich and enhance my life. Watching football does not enrich and enhance my life. You know, I'm not making any money off of the NFL, so I have no reason to watch anybody play in the NFL. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna be watching the Super Bowl today because I mean I have no ties to anybody playing in the games, to none of the football players or to the NFL itself. I'm not making any money off the NFL, so I have no reason to watch the Super Bowl or any of the games, any sports games for that matter. It just doesn't interest me. Anyway, that is my rant for the day. Like and subscribe to my video and share, and I'll talk to you later.